some information about what is running through my head. We have a very difficult match coming up. We are even creating our own problems here in the country. Yesterday we were not allowed to go to the training field, stopped by our own police. Coming late on the field, 30 minutes, had to carry our equipment for several hundred meters because we couldn't park near to the field. And I give this information that the responsible guys is getting some information from his boss for the future, that the coming national coach for Amavubi will have it a little bit easier than I have it here at the moment. Now coming to the match that is coming up, Nigeria, they won the last match against Benin in an impressive way. They are having a lot of not only very good players, world-class players in their squad. We are preparing our team as best as possible, and it looks they are fit and they are getting better and better. That's a very good situation for me to see as the coach. And we are excited to play tomorrow in the new stadium, hopefully with a lot of spectators supporting us, which for sure will give us a boost against this strong side, and then we will see what will happen. For sure we will not make it easy for them to get some points from this stadium, new stadium. Thank you very much.
Yes, go ahead. Captain.
Yeah, mwiriwe. Bonge na bintu byifite byo kuvuga, kubashimira ko mwaje. And then numva ikiza ruko haza kuba ibibazo, and then umuntu agasubiza kurikije ibibazo byabashijwe. Murakoze.
We're now starting the Q&A session. I will ask to first say the name, the media house you're representing, then ask your question. Just be brief and precise, because we don't have forever. So I'll start with Sadi, and kindly precise who you are asking the question to.
Yeah. My name is Sadi from Seke. My question goes to Amavubi head coach. Coach, based on how opponent is, how we see Amavubi play in this game, and we see some changes in starting lineup based opponents. Thank
I
you.
will not give any information about the lineup. For sure we will adapt to the opponent team, what is always our job. It's a different team than Libya, and they probably might also play in a different way. So we will approach in a different way, as we think will give us a chance to make a good result against them. That's it. How prepared? We prepare as good as possible. It's always difficult with the situation of players coming from abroad. They joined us very late in Libya. For example, my captain even has to sit in a prison cell for some hours because of complications. Then the travel back. Now we have had 2 or 3 days now to recover from this, and we had some more training sessions, which is always helping because players are coming late in. So I think if I see what is happening in the training, I'm very happy with it, and yeah, I think we are well prepared for this opponent, and we hope we hope to show a good match tomorrow. That's the most important thing for me. And as I always say, if you play well, also the results sooner or later will come. But I also said we are playing against some world-class strikers. Every national team would be happy to have them. So it's not only how to defend these guys by a 1-against-1. You have to create situations where you at least are with 2 guys against these strikers, for example, because otherwise it will be very, very difficult and dangerous. And now it will depend on how good we get these ideas to the field. But as I said, I'm positive what I have seen in the last training sessions. So let's see what will happen tomorrow.
For you.
Okay, about Georgia, I can say, as I expect, I told you that he was coming late, so we had only 1 training session with him before the match against Libya. Now he has made some more training sessions with us, which helped him to adapt to our way of playing and the tactical situation. So he has done very well in the last training sessions. So we will see what happens tomorrow. And about your second question, you always have to ask one question after another, because I'm thinking in German and then I forget everything what you told me in English. So what was your second question?
Now that the team is performing well, what did you change?
What I will change, not what I did. Well, so what I did change, that the team is getting better. You see, you have to explain things. You have then do training exercises and match organization in the training that is helping the players to get these ideas, what they have heard before in the meeting, on the field. And so I always telling the same. It's a process, and process takes time. And I always say, as longer you can work with the team, as more these things become stable in their mind, because they're always going between the national camps, they're going back to the clubs, and then they have to do something different in the clubs mostly, and then they have to come back. But as more camps we have, and now it's our 4th camp with me, these situations are coming back quicker than before. And that's why slowly also the idea how I want to have our team play is getting more and more on the field. And in the training, it's unfortunately you are not allowed to watch the training. But I can tell you, in the training it's already working very well. But now the next step has to go from the training field or match to the international match. But okay, we have seen, I think, some very good situations already in the last match against Libya. It was not as bad as our first matches in the camps before. So now I'm very positive that even now against a very strong side, you will even see more of what I try to teach them. And yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow match, and I hope you will see some very good football, and then I also hope that we will have somehow a good result.
Yes.
Hello, Coach. I'm Patrick from Deep Plus TV. My question is about your team, with our team, national team, Amavubi. We know that the thing that changed the game is a goal, and now we don't have enough strikers to make that changes. Those we have here in Rwanda, I think, somehow not enough to our test. So I just want to ask you, as the team coach, what are you doing to have upgraded strikers in your team? Are you working with ministers? Are you working with other people who are in charge of helping that position? So what are you doing to find upgrade strikers in the team? Thank you.
So I think I sent out, or my assistant coach was sending out to your media people some paragraphs of FIFA, how to get players playing for your national team. So it's not that you say, oh, I like this player and he has not played for a national team before. Now I just invite him, I give him a passport, and then he is allowed to play. No, this is not possible. So these players, you need players that are fulfilling the criteria FIFA is giving. And fortunately, I have to say, because I support these routes, you cannot just take any player you want, you give him the passport, and then he's playing for your national team. This is different than in a club. Yes. So, and then you have to look all over the world, where are players that have Rwandan roots, means father or mother or both or grandfather or grandmother. This is very difficult, and there are not, unfortunately, it's not like in France or in Nigeria or in other countries. Rwanda doesn't has a lot of football players outside, and especially not football players that are playing in any high league in Europe or wherever in the world. So therefore, you cannot just say, I wish, I wish, I wish. You have to deal with the reality. And reality is there are not a lot of players outside in which position ever, even for defenders or whatever, who are playing with Rwandan roots in a first league on international level, where you can say, okay, this is someone I would like to invite. We are, our FAWAFA responsibles are looking around. There might be some, but also not everybody who might be possible then likes to go and come and play. So also the situation here in the country has to be that a player of such level you're thinking about is making in his mind to come here and to play. So the first what we are doing now here in the team is that he knows, okay, if I'm coming to this team, this is a team who is playing football and who I would like to play. And then there are all the other problems around that still have to be solved. One I have just talked about, your own police not getting us the place to train. This is only one situation I was really angry about. There are a lot of other things I'm discussing with the federation. So you have to lift the whole level, not only one part. And then you have to find someone who really is helping. And then he might say, yes, this is a good idea to play for this national team. We are doing our job, and at the moment I think every player who is seeing us playing now will think, yes, it looks good, they play good football, this would make sense for me to come. So now, that's the situation.
Your advice to upgrade that team?
No, I already, I'm not talking about internal. I was just saying something like yesterday, impossible. And the other things I'm discussing with my federation, and we are working on it, but it's still a lot of things I have to step in and do what I normally don't have to do, and where I have to focus on the team, and I have to be responsible and tell other situations. But okay, this is also a developing country, in all aspects, also in football, what I said. And this is, somehow it is normal. It is normal, but we have to learn not to do the same faults the next camp again. So what we find out to improve, we have to improve, and then it should be ticked, and you never have to fight for situations like that again. And then you slowly are going up, and then there is a routine that everything is working, and you really can focus on what you have really to do. And don't get the impression that I'm unhappy. No, I'm happy here, but it's still work to do in a lot of aspects.